I'm putting, just re-ringed the pistons and put new rod bearings on them.
Can you tell me a little bit about what Clive's doing in there on that Gray Marine right now? Complete rebuild, it looks like.
Yeah, he's doing a complete rebuild. It's hard to find parts for those old things, but
He's
you know,
actually manufacturing them, right?
yeah, we do have the skills to build certain things
To machine
that
the
you
parts.
can't find. You know, and we try to keep old stuff going as long as we can.
Did a valve job on it, polished the crank. Went through every piece and then paint every piece individually.
What year is that motor?
This thing's probably 48 or...
Late 40s?
Yeah, somewhere around when I was born.
Some of those old flatheads, you know, you can't
just
find
order the
them.
parts.
Exactly, and so we have sources and we have the ability to machine what we can. So it's neat to keep the old stuff going.
He wants to put run an alternator on here along with his generator, so he wanted an extra pulley because this is the original pulley here.
So you had to machine that shaft.
I machined the shaft and I pressed it in, and then I put drills for set screws and I dimpled the shaft real good, so that one's in there good. Then I took this up to LA last night and I bored this out, machined this, and it fits on there quite nicely. See?
Nice.
Right to the
So now you
tolerance.
can run the alternator as well as the generator.
Plus another belt if you wanted to run something else.
Sweet. Basically, I get the impression that you guys do everything from A to Z here mechanically.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do anything from replacing just exhaust manifolds or spark plugs or minor tune-ups to something like you can see here, which is a 100% tear down, rebuild, new everything from the ground up.
And that's from diesel to replacing
Diesel,
outdrives.
gas, outdrives, outboards, anything,
Sailboat.
any marine type drive system
Anything.
from A to Z. Anything you've got, we can work on.
That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
And you've got some pretty incredibly skilled people too.
Yeah, absolutely we do.
You can see all the water that got in it. Look at the sludge. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
And so everything's just rusted and all stuck up. This engine won't even turn over. All the water went down the intake ports. But it comes in through the exhaust, through the elbows. And the gasket tends to fail on them.
Where did you get your experience?
So I just love engines anyway. I was a big deal for me, and my grandfather took everything he could find to let me take them apart. And when I was 12, he bought me my first car, a 1936 Chevrolet. So it was sitting for 15 years, so I had to make it run and all that. So I was pretty good at mechanic by the time I left high school. When I got out of high school, I went in the Navy and I learned aircraft mechanics. So I was a flight mechanic on C-121s. Boats are like airplanes. You can't walk back from a mess, when you mess up. So it's best just to do it right the first time, and then you won't have that problem.